You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, let's talk about Matt Canada. Of course, he is public enemy number one in Pittsburgh right now, the offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, his offense is a dumpster fire. They flashed a little bit during the preseason. I think some people were like, raised their heads up and was like, what's going on here? And I'm thinking, yeah, but they're doing it against guys that'll be bagging groceries next week. So what is there to exactly be excited about? Well, Steelers fans found out very quickly, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And if we're not careful, Matt Canada and Mike Tomlin, he owns it. That's his offensive coordinator. He's the CEO of the team. So, Mike Tomlin's got real ownership here as they're steamrolling Kenny Pickett towards being Mac Jones. And I don't know if you guys are paying attention to that dumpster fire in New England, but it's certainly something we've covered on this channel. So, this past week, Ravens game, a Fire Matt Canada chant broke out during the game. It was glorious. There was video that came out. Well, last night, and this shows you exactly how passionate the Pittsburgh Steelers fans are in Pittsburgh as a city for their sports, a Fire Matt Canada chant broke out during the Pittsburgh Penguins game. The NHL started last night. Excuse me, because I didn't know that. Plus, we got a senior beat writer that covers the Steelers making comments on the Pat McAfee show. We'll take a look at that too, because he's got bad news for Steelers fans. And I said this a couple of days ago. I think I made a Matt Canada video last week about his burner account. I'm sorry, but he looks awfully guilty. That looks awfully suspect. It really does. Because who the hell is dying on the mountain of Matt Canada right now? Really? Question mark? Are you kidding me? God. Some people wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire right now. Fire. Let's do this. New York Post. This is glorious. The disdain for Steelers offensive coordinator Matt Canada reached the PPG Paints Arena. Where do they come up with these naming rights from? As the NHL's Penguins open their season on Tuesday night. There are 11 days before the Steelers again take the field. They're on a bye. But Pittsburgh sports fans didn't miss a chance to call for the ouster of Steelers offensive coach. I put that in. With chants of Fire Canada ringing out during a 4-2 Penguins loss at the hands of the Blackhawks. The chants, recorded by WPXI sports reporter Jenna Harnan, occurred in the second period with the Pens holding a 1-0 lead. Fire Canada has been a bit of a rallying cry for frustrated Steelers fans who have become fed up with the team's struggling offense. Let's listen. One more time. Okay, so that was at the Penguins game. Similar chats broke out at Acrisure Stadium. God, I missed the Heinz Field name. During the Steelers' 17-10 win over the Ravens. And somehow, someway, Mike Tomlin has got this team 3-2 through the first 5 weeks of the NFL season. The problem that you guys have right now is this is the bye week. If Canada was going to be gone, it would have been during the bye week. So you could have elevated the quarterback's coach or something. But the problem is when you got a problem with the offensive coordinator, and they're seeing this in New England, how the hell do you make a change during the season? It's a problem. It's a real problem. So let's listen to the Mark Caboli. If I messed up your name, I apologize. Was on with Pat McAfee. And he gave Steelers fans some bad news, I think.
About. Tomlin is a very loyal coach, always has been, always will be. Does this feel louder, though, than anything else? Because even after a Ravens win, Steelers fans are like, well, it's not because of the offense. That nobody's saying anything good about the OC. Has Tomlin heard that, and do you expect anything before the end of this season?
Well, you only scored 17 points, so it's not like it was it's not like they were boat racing the Ravens out there 35-3.
Season to change.
First of all, I am inside the Steelers facility. They always have your show on, and they're going to be coming off the field here in a couple minutes. So what I'm going to say, I'm hoping they're still on the field because, I got to go in that locker room in a little bit. But, not too many people like Matt Canada in the city right now. Probably the most hated person in the city, which is, it's sad to say. It's a guy trying to do his job, but it just hasn't produced results whatsoever. I think the worst.
Not that sad. Produce or go. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's pretty easy. Want to be beloved? Do better.
Thing that happened was that preseason, he put together 5 drives of 17 total plays, 5 touchdowns, and they look like world beaters. And all of a sudden, they resort back to what they look like right now. I just don't see Mike Tomlin making a change. We're at the bye week right now. I think you look at last year, guys, they were 2-6 at the bye week, and they end up going 7-2. I believe Tomlin feels that that's still the best way to go right now. So everybody who's out there firing Matt Canada, chance will probably keep saying it until probably January.
Yeah, there's a good chance those chants will have to keep going through the end of the year because, they're not going to get rid of him right now. With the season going on, if they were going to make that change, it would have been during this bye week. My biggest concern for you guys, actually, more so than the season, is your now second-year quarterback. And we know, and I'm going to tell you, I like Kenny Pickett. I liked him coming out of the draft. The draft was going on, and I'm looking at teams that needed quarterbacks, and I'm like, y'all are missing on Kenny Pickett right now. 6'3", 220, great size. I don't understand why they don't use Kenny's mobility more. He was very athletic in college. But the most troubling part about this whole thing with Kenny Pickett is, 59% completion percentage. That's not good in today's NFL. And unlike the Patriots, and I keep bringing them up, but it's kind of a similar situation. Decorated veteran coach and a young quarterback, offense that's a total disaster. Unlike them, you've got George Pickens as a weapon. You had Dante Johnson out there. He's hurt. Najee Harris, one could argue he hasn't worked out. But that's the other thing. You're in the middle of evaluation on players. And it's like, is it the player or is it the system? I think it's pretty clear the system is straight trash, homie, or the execution of the system or the delivery from the offensive coordinator of the system is not working out. Maybe it's a sound system. There's some guys that know offense, but they don't know how to call during the flow of the game. Okay? In other words, they can't read the field. They're like, yeah, this sounds like they're like dartboarding. Oh, this sounds like a great play now. Well, wait, what? No, look at the defense. What defense are you in? What play is going to work? Go to the line with 2 or 3 plays. Have checks and give Kenny Pickett some freedom if he doesn't already have any. Allow him to. Some are saying he checked out of a play the other day that Canada gave him into another play that actually worked. That's bad because that's showing you there's a loss in confidence from the players for Canada, and that's a problem. So, anyway, I appreciated the Fire Matt Canada. That kind of passion from any fan base, I think, is awesome, and Steelers fans are great. My son, that's his favorite team. My 22-year-old son is a massive Steelers fan, and I know here in Texas, I don't know how that works, but he got it from his mom, I guess. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I ain't going to hold that against him. It's a damn good fan base. It really is. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.